Right, so hello YouTube. We're going to try the Scrambler off-road. So, mode off-road. There we are. Oh, car behind me. Go on then. This is going to be interesting. Now I'm going to leave this in rider mode. It'll probably be a bit safer. Looks like there's a bloody horse event up here. Typical. Still, this is a byway, so I suppose really it's open for all users. Just have to slow down if they come along. Hopefully. Oh, looks like they go off up here as well. Didn't say that this byway was shut for a horse event, but it does make you wonder. Now the first thing you do notice on this is the old front wheels feels like it's going to wash out a little bit, but it's only got the tyres that it came with. If you're going to do any sort of serious off-roading on this, you want a set of proper off-road tyres. I mean, on a proper off-road bike, I've ridden down here quite fast really. XR650 water-cooled one, fantastic bike on lanes like this. But as I say, this isn't, I never brought this with the intention of doing any off-roading, but I thought as it's nice day today, it's fairly dry, I'll give it a trip. Some people have asked me what it's like suspension wise and whatever off-road. I mean, it feels okay. You definitely know that you're on a heavy bike. As I say, this sort of bike, you know, if you was going away and you wanted to go down some tracks, it's ideal for that. But as far as doing proper off-roading, no way. I wouldn't. So just riding down here, you know, unless it's all set up for proper off-roading with decent tyres. a lot of money to chuck into a muddy ditch. Here's the horses. You know, one thing you notice with this, as against the GS, you haven't got the backlash on the rear diff that you get on the GS. I mean, if this wasn't my bike and it had a decent set of tyres, I'd probably come down here at about 40 or 50 miles an hour, but there's no way I'm doing that to this. Not when it's a month old. I'm going to look after it, so... One thing you do notice, or I notice, when you're standing up, your legs are touching the side panel and the exhaust, which you don't really want. You know, if you was flying down here at a fair old rate of knots, you want to be standing up. Your legs are going to be rubbing, which is alright, but it's going to wear away the finish eventually. So if you brought it for off-roading, it doesn't really matter, but the problem is when you get all muddy, everything starts rubbing, it just grinds away at the finish like a scouring powder. Well, it's certainly okay, you know, just riding along at this speed. It's getting a bit sandy here. I mean, this is in rider mode, so I don't know. Actually, you know, I haven't read the bloody book on this yet, but I don't know. It's got all the traction control should be all turned on at the moment, so it should aid with riding. This bit up here is going to be fun because this is last time I came up it was quite enclosed with bushes. I haven't been along here for a couple of years. Skidding about a bit in the sand, but that's to be expected. The sand's alright when it's a bit damper, but it's quite dry at the moment. So on a proper off-road bike you can really nail it down these tracks. It looks like this bloody horse event's coming down here. I don't really want to come across a load of horses. So we're in second gear, just sort of riding gently, 15 to 18 miles an hour. The bit right at the end of this track is normally quite muddy. I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad. This is alright, the grass. Certainly the suspension's all good. But as I say, I wouldn't want to, when you're standing up, I'm trying to avoid rubbing all the exhaust cover and the side panel cover. So you're not really, it's not that comfortable at the moment. Just really because I don't want to rub the bike. I mean, if you didn't care about the sides, it would be alright. That's good. Out of the way of the horse ride again. Well, you wouldn't want to come down here in the depths of winter. You're absolutely covered in mud. I think they've cut some of this back because it used to be quite overgrown along here. Yeah, this bit did. You feel the traction control coming in there as soon as it starts wheel spinning. Clever stuff. Yeah, this used to be really overgrown here. There used to be big bushes down the centre of this. It's all been cut back. But definitely on suspension, pretty good, you know. Can't complain about the ride down here. You know, even I've just been sitting on the seat most of the time and it's okay, it's not bottomed out once yet. Yeah, I have to say I haven't been that brave with the speed, but it's still a new toy and I don't want to break her yet. Oh, look at A good use for an asbestos water tank. Dump it in the forest. You can hear the cooling fan cutting in and out. Oh, this is good, it's not even muddy. Do you know, we must have had a really dry winter this year, because this is normally underwater, this track. Ooh. A little bit bumpy down here. A little bit of standing up. There we go. Well, there you go, there's the bit of off-roading on the 1200 Scrambler XE. You won't get a lot of this, I'm afraid. I don't want to break it. Not that it probably will break, but you know, it is a nice old thing. So thank you for watching. Thank you for all the subscribers. And until next time, I will see you again.